So in today's guided meditation, what we're going to do is we're going to meditate together and really learn how to balance out our energies. And it's so important whether you want to manifest and create, whether you want to de-stress. In today's busy world with so much noise around, it's very important to understand how to balance out our energies. Because when we do balance out this energy, we are able to come into our absolute alignment with ourselves, then our channel towards the universe. So, just a few things. This is a very simple meditation, and I just want to break down some things for you so you get a better understanding of it. So instead of sitting with your legs crossed, I'll explain exactly why we're doing each of the parts, okay? Instead of doing that, we just can sit with our legs this way, okay, for a change, and I'm going to explain every part of it in a second. So when we sit this way, okay, well, instead of sitting with our feet this way, what we want to do is we want to rest our feet down and then the bottom of our feet to face up. This is in receiving mode, right? Understand that our feet is receiving the energies of the universe in exactly the same way when our palms are facing up in meditation. We are receiving the energies and the intelligence. So we can sit like this and make sure that your two big toes are just connected, they're touching. This all has to do with the circulation of energy, okay? They're touching but not overlapping, okay? Needs to be very, very precise. This is like fine-tuning a guitar, it's like that. So once you're comfortably seated in this way, and I say comfortably seated, but I know for some of you who don't often sit like this, it's very, very uncomfortable, okay? The more you practice this, the more comfortable it becomes. And there's a big reason to this. Most of our stress is actually held in our stomach area here. And what that means is this: you'll notice that a lot of people, they work out a lot, they manage to even have a bit of a six-pack thing going on here, but this ring on the bottom is always the hardest part. It doesn't matter how they train, whatever they do, they always find it really hard. And the reason behind that is because it's not just to do with, okay, the fat and the cardio you need to do, but actually your stress is actually stored in this part of your belly too. And so we need to balance out our energies to actually understand how to balance out our stress. To actually affect this ring here, what we can do is to apply pressure on our calves. So when we apply pressure to our calves and we're feeling this pressure here, what actually happens is you are actually balancing out and cancelling the acids that are in the body and in the stomach area. That is already helping you calm that stress. Although in the seated position, for some of you, it may be uncomfortable, okay? So while we're in this position, now another thing to balance our energy right now, all we need to do is just our palms facing down will be fine because we keep the energy within ourselves, okay? So palms facing down on your knees, on your lap. And then what you do, okay, just breathe in and out. Okay, now what we need to understand is this: when it comes to balancing out our life and energy, and if that's what you're looking for right now, it's very important to understand the sun and the moon channels, meaning the left side and the right side, the left-right nostril breathing. For those of you who aren't aware of this, 84% of people are breathing through one side at one time. Now, that means majority of you who are watching this video right now, you're actually just breathing through one side. And you don't believe me? Very simple. Close one, breathe in, breathe out. One will be more blocked. Breathe in, breathe out. The other one will be more clear. So now you know which side you're breathing through. And by doing this, you'll be able to also feel which side the air is coming out of. So when you do that, you start understanding whether you are towards the right side. By the way, I have a separate video explaining left and right channels, so you can watch that video. I'll probably put a link somewhere on this video for you to watch it, maybe afterwards, okay? So if you want to understand it a bit more, but the right is linked to the sun, meaning it's more active. When you're more active, you're breathing through the right. The left is linked to the moon, meaning it's more calm. So whenever you're at peace or you want to be at peace, you want to be breathing through the left. Now, to get this balanced state through meditation, we want to be breathing through both, right? So that's the first thing. Your first channel is the breathing. So how do we get ourselves from breathing through one side to actually breathing through both? It's actually very simple, okay? If you block one and breathe. And just force it. If you close one, the one that's actually free, then the one that's blocked, just breathe through it. If you do that, they'll only be within 1 or 2 minutes. Within 1 or 2 minutes, you'll find that both sides are breathing a lot more naturally now. And you can again feel it. Until it's balanced. Now you find your own balance while we're doing this. Okay? And once you find that balance, now you know, okay, your two channels are more balanced. Okay? Now, at the same time, feel your legs, both of these channels, more balanced, balancing out the acids and the alkalis. Put your hands, palms facing down. Right? And this breathing is a very, very powerful breathing technique. What we do is we breathe out, but not in. Now, I know a lot of you will be thinking, how does that work? Like, you have to breathe in to breathe out. What I mean is you don't consciously breathe in, but you just breathe out. By the way, those of you who want weight loss, this will really, really help you too. It helps de-stress, it helps weight loss, helps productivity, creativity. There's a lot of things it helps, right? But we can balance our energy. So put our palms facing down. We close our eyes. Now you can do this with me. What we do is we breathe out. So it's like this. So we just focus on the breath out, okay? Keep focusing on the breath out, allow it to naturally expand. Now the key here is the key in the focus on the stomach here. So what we want to do is whenever we breathe out, this wants to go in, right? So it needs to be So what you want to do is you want to keep practicing and tense that stomach and bring it in every time you breathe out, and just focus on breathing out. What you'll find at the end, you practice that maybe just for 5-10 minutes, right? You do that 5-10 minutes in the morning or 5-10 minutes a day. What will naturally happen, you find over 1 week, 2 weeks, if you practice that every single day, watch how your energies just feel so much more settled and balanced throughout your life, and everything else, that lifestyle, start balancing out as well. But aside from that, notice one thing. If you practice this for this 1 month or 2 months, right? Notice what happens to your weight and your stomach line. If you actually find that you're losing weight, please do come back to this video, comment, let us know your story and your results. And also, if you have any questions, make sure to comment below too. Finally, if you enjoyed this video and it's been of any use to you whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know. Also, if you're new to this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, namaste.